Is that why we're not seeing, I'm going to say, enough women, you know,
probably
participating in politics?
Probably, because many women are scared that that's what you're going to get. When meetings are held at 3 in the morning in the hotel, by the way, I will go to those meetings. You're not going to keep me away. I will check into that hotel, get a room there. When it's 3 o'clock, I will go to the meeting. Hello, that's not going to hold me back. Because that's all a ploy. Or people, because they see you in political circles, oh, she must be sleeping with that person. No. What you do is be true to yourself. Be true to your God. If he's going to take you somewhere, it is for his own reason, and you account to him, and you do not apologize for being a woman, and you hold your head up. If they call you aggressive, fine. If they call you this, fine. Stay focused on where you're going.
Which part of your journey in politics would you say was the most fulfilling to date?
I'm really, really grateful to the immediate past president, that's President Goodluck Jonathan, for giving me the opportunity to serve as the DG of the National Center for Women Development. We went there and we proved a point. God used us to prove a point. A place that had been set up since 1992, and many people didn't know about it, and it was falling apart. Within 6 months, we had started to turn it around. I was only allowed to be there for 2.5 years because we were disengaged for no reason. But I can promise you that within that 2.5 years, we made a mark. And for women, they came to that realization, and the women were grateful.
I can imagine that, especially because you were popular, and everybody wants to be associated with popularity. Yeah. But I want to find out what was happening at the home front, because so much of your life was committed and dedicated to, you know, each of your passions. You gave it everything.
Yes.
And we don't hear much about your family life and what's happening at the home front. You know,
it's for a purpose.
That's what I want to ask. Did you intentionally decide?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because your private life should remain. I'm a very private person, and really, when I'm on stage, I'm a diva. I'm a diva.
You do what you need to do.
I'm a diva. But when I step down, I go to the market. I cook. I've never had a cook.
Oh, really?
I've never had a cook. And my children are so spoiled. I do all my cooking. I clean house. I'm a gardener. I'm really an ordinary. You see, I don't wear nail polish. I mean, I can't wear. But I'm in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You know.
How do you balance it all?
You do. You find a way, and it's easier now because they are grown up. And I didn't get into politics until I remember making that announcement at my 50th birthday celebration, because I needed to be with the kids. I had to earn a living because I raised my children, so I had to earn a living, but I was able to manage it, and you have the help of family as well. I'm not going to talk about my husband because I just don't go there.
No,
whether I'm married or I'm not married,
okay.
I'm not even going to discuss it. But you know, those who know me know who he is.
Yes.
They know the father of my children. But I leave that outside my public life because it's not fair to them. You know, you go ahead and you talk about your kids and you talk about your husband and this and that. They don't have the opportunity to present themselves the way they want to be seen, and it's not fair on them for you to talk about them. So from day one, that was the decision in the family. Go and do what you have to do out there, but it stops there. And it has helped me a great deal.
And it's interesting that your specific choice of words, you say you raised your children, and
yes.
You know, I have several friends who are career women, and one thing they battle with is the guilt of being away when they have to be away, when, you know, work has to be done and you have to leave the kids at home. And I found that this is a very common sentiment with working women. You know, how do you, or what advice do you give to women to get that out of their subconscious, that they're not doing anything wrong by earning a living?
No, you're not, because we live in a society where it's just a few women who are allowed to stay at home. I wish I were one of them.
A lady of leisure, and you would do it well.
But, but even if I had the opportunity, I don't think I would have taken it up, because my fulfillment is also in my work. But I was lucky, because the kind of work that I did, you have shows there at night. During the day, you're with the kids. So I would take them to school, I would pick them up from school. They'll meet me in the office, and they have a special area in the office. They do their homework. We have what we call office food, office rice. So we eat that, and they love it, because they're not just at home and I'm at work. They actually join me. And the days when we're not I'm at home with them. And if I have to travel, their food, everything, the main things that they need, everything is labeled and put away.
Really?
And yes.
Oh, please adopt me.
So
I'm sorry, Mom.
You're too old. You're too old.
Am I too old?
You're too old. I'm too old to have you.
I had to try my luck.
Well, so it worked out. And my mom was spectacular. My mom was always there. She had this gift of, she was a storyteller. And the kids loved it, the stories, all the stories, the folklore. And she would use that, and they would all be around attention. Okay, Grandma, tell us about this. So she did that for me.
Beautiful. And, you choose not to talk about, the male figure in your life in an environment where it seems a woman in Nigeria or in Africa can barely get any respect without a ring on her finger or without Mrs. attached to her name.
Yeah, that's part of it.
So, do you not feel that marriage should be a milestone for a woman?
If that's what makes you go for it. But for me, I believe that I should not be recognized only because of the man that I married, or the fact that I am married. So you have to recognize me for me, for who I am, for what I'm striving to do and to be, and respect me for that. And so for that reason, I'm not going to tell you whether or not I'm married. It's really none of your business, nobody's business.
Respect me as I am.
Thank you. And because some of us have insisted on that, we're getting it.
Well, what about everybody else? Do you think it's insecurity? What is it about? Because I mean,
it's society. We have been socialized. A woman has been socialized to believe that she's not worth anything unless she's married. And so you find a lot of women marrying and remaining in marriage when they should not be, when that marriage is killing you, and you are still there, and the guy's beating you up, and you're still there, abusing you emotionally, and you're still there, and it's not even good for your kids, because this is what they're seeing. And when they grow up, they're going to turn out to, the girls will begin to accept this mode of behavior because it was what they saw their mother accept. And your sons are going to end up beating up their wives. It was what they saw their father do. It's not a healthy environment in which to raise a child. But some women feel, and some have thrown in their lives, some have died, some have been killed because of it. Some have been reduced to nothing because the man is so afraid of your achievement. He wants to treat you like a house girl, and you sit there and you take it. And I'm saying, no, don't have to. Because you can thank God for, I have small education. I can earn a living.
Let's call it, I love your modesty.
I can earn a living. And I have legs, I have hands, I have something here. So I'm able to raise my children. If the man says,
we all have something, no matter how big or small.
That's what I'm saying. So don't go looking for a man who has how many cars and how many houses so he can take care of you. You can take care of yourself. That's it. I tell that to a lot of young girls. He gave me the give yourself. Go earn it and give it to yourself.
Exactly.